It is a beautiful day to be working outside. It's only in the 70s and overcast and kind of sprinkling every now and then, which is just great, versus it being 100 and some degrees and humid and just sweaty and horrible. So Val and I got back from our trip the other day, and I'm kind of feeling good to get back to work. A vacation's always nice, but I'm more of a workaholic, I think. So I've already got the soffit done there on the west end. I got the outlet cut around and ready to start working down towards this upper window here. Then I'll be able to zip on down through there, and I got two lights on this side over the door. One's there, you can see. The other one I still have to mount the box, put that in. That won't take too long. So it should go pretty smooth. I've already gotten past the harder part. Now it's just a matter of cutting boards and stapling it up, so it goes pretty quick. So it's the time of year when they're spraying crops, and maybe it's because of the price of fuel. I haven't seen crop dusters in quite a while, but Valerie and I on our trip saw several crop dusters, and there's two been flying around here all day. One of them, I can see through the trees there maybe. I didn't catch it. One of them is a biplane. The one that just went through the trees was just a regular crop duster, but there's a biplane flying around, which is really cool to see. So there's two of them. That guy just refueled and is heading back out, so the biplane should be swinging by here pretty soon. I don't quite know what to think about that. So this is the intake for the ERV vent. I put that screen over it because I was getting bugs in there, and now that screen has been 100% caked in with dust and pollen and whatever else is in there, and just completely sealed it shut almost. Yeah, I was not expecting that at all. Have to brainstorm on how to fix this one. I guess I could use bigger. Make sure I don't get stung by any wasps up in here. So I can use a bigger mesh, I guess. But boy, that's something to think about, because that's one less than a year of getting packed full of dust and stuff, and it's completely clogged. Huh. Well, I probably should have known better, because I did notice just recently that the ERV just sounded louder, and that was probably because the fan was struggling to get any air. So I took one of the pieces off, and it is just packed full of furry stuff. What this looks like to me is just pollen, cottonwood seeds. There's a few bugs stuck on there. You get a damp morning, and it everything sticks even more to it. So I don't know if bigger, going to 1/4 inch, I would let more bugs in, or in my soffit when I put the vents in, just add a lot more vents onto this side. I don't know, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. I was not expecting that one to happen. Well, Sadie and I just ran to Home Depot to try and brainstorm on how we're going to get some sort of venting up there to the ERV that's not going to clog. And we're in the gutter roofing section and found some of this gutter guard. I realized I already had some of this. I actually brought some old used pieces home to see if they would fit on our gutters, and decided to go with something a little bit better. But I still had these left over, and what I'm going to do is the side that typically fits into your gutter, I'm going to use that to fit into the tongue side the tongue and groove siding that we're using for the soffits. So it'll fit in there like that. I don't have to manipulate it so it fits in a little bit better. And then on the groove side, the part that usually slips up underneath your shingles can just slip in right into the groove side like that. And I'll go ahead and spray paint this brown. It's black now. I'll go ahead and shoot it with some brown so it matches a little better. But that should hopefully solve everything. I know wasps and bugs and moths are probably still going to get through this, but hopefully it's not going to be too bad. I'm just going to have to clean out the ERV probably every 6 months or so, especially in the summertime, to make sure there's no bugs and gunk up in there. But I'll do 2 of these strips per side, so I'll have 2 on the intake and 2 on the exhaust, and that should be plenty of volume. I'll be able to push the air through there okay. Well, it's pretty bouncy up here, but we'll see how this goes as far as you guys being able to see what I'm doing. I'll get my first one up. So I've got a groove to attach to. Let's crop this or just keep flying around. I still can't get a shot of that biplane though. So if this works, that'll slip up like that and sit in the groove of the other one. That lets you see a lot up inside there, which I don't really like. I'm going to go ahead and shoot it with some paint, which is probably going to go into the ERV, which is on. So let me call Natalie and have her unplug it for a minute. Look too bad actually. Looks pretty good. So I'll run, they'll go down probably, I don't know, maybe 10 of these and then put the other one in. And I should spread it out, so I would assume it's going to get clogged. The nice thing about this method is I can see if it's getting clogged from down below. Before I couldn't really tell. And then I can get up here on the ladder, I guess, or something. There's eventually going to be a little roof here that comes out, so I can get up here and vacuum it out maybe. But hopefully with the bigger holes, it's not going to be that big of an issue. But now it's just a matter of tacking these up and getting down to where I can put the next one in. And I got to cut a divider piece in between the intake and the exhaust and seal that up so it's not blowing out the exhaust and getting sucked back in the intake. So that'll be a little bit of a trickiness to do. And I keep thinking this is going to be an easy stretch, but clearly it hasn't been that way and I'm running out of daylight. We'll get this done as fast as we can. Trying to get this piece cut and I'm pretty close. I got these 2 little edges to knock off and I think it'll fit up in there. Of course, I'm pretty sure I left my hammer on the ground. I'll see if I can't get this dry fitted at least. pretty good. I just need to go down and get my hammer now. So I got a couple of nails poking through. I got to knock back in there. And then I've got some liquid flashing that can seal up around. So it's pretty good. I got that seal up there. The caulking I used liquid flashing. The side broke up more than I wanted to, so I may be wasting some of that, but I've had that too for a pretty long time. I put a sealant around the 2x4 that it's nailed to, and this was the only real open side. I just gooped up a bunch of that liquid flashing on there. That stuff works wonders. And then here on this side, that's my exhaust. So I'll have another vent right here below it, and I'll put another one further down, so that has a way for that air to escape. But I just gotta start putting these up now, so the hard stuff's done, I think. Finally out of my room after having COVID. It's been basically 10 days in isolation. First 3 days were just awful. Since then I've just got this cough. It comes on worse when I'm talking, but it's getting better. And it's dry too, so it's horrible. But back to business. I just got to finish up this little strip that I didn't get before COVID knocked me out, and then I don't know, I'm gonna move on to the next. I got a lot to do, so we'll figure something out. I'm gonna knock this out real quick and finally be done with the main section of the Soffit. Still got a little bit more to do on the cupolas and everything, but finally check this one off the list anyways.